Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is our, oh my gosh, I forgot. I've lost track of the episode numbers. I think this is 34 or 35 on our mission to Mars anyway. And you'll see that in the description down below. Anyway, but here we are. We have all of our harvesters out again. I am going to set this one going on a worker. As you can see, we have pretty good sized field here, and it is sorghum. And the exciting thing is, I think this this field of sorghum. Wow, that's really loud in my ear. I'm going to go ahead and turn my volume down here. There we go. Okay. So, but I think with this field of sorghum, we should possibly be finishing out our sorghum for the day, or for the challenge anyway. And we should do that today. I've got another harvester set to go over here. Because all of our soybeans are ready to harvest, so I'm going to get this guy going on that. I'll get out and I'm going to run over to our third harvester. I've got that harvester set up over here in our field that's near our silo. And I want to go ahead and start with this one, and I'll probably do this one because it's a little weird it's a weird shape for workers, so I'm going to go ahead and start out on this one. And I'll probably put this in a little bit of a time lapse just to go ahead and get this finished off, and I'll be back with you when that's done. Okay, and we are back from that time lapse. We got this field done, so that clears out access to that silo over there. I'm going to set this, as you can see, we are at a whopping 35% after that entire field. So I am going to set this on a worker because some of our other harvesters need some attention. Okay, and I'll let that guy go. The harvester on this soybean field here will have finished now, and it needs to be moved to another field. So I'll move it to this field down on the end here. As you can see, this field here that we took some corn out of and a couple of other ones needed lime, so I did have some workers come in early this morning and do that for me. So set this going. I'll take this end off so our worker doesn't get our harvester stuck in these trees and rocks here. And of course, as always, at the end of this, we'll get our crop totals on where we stand right now. But like I say, I do believe that we will, and we'll find out pretty soon, I guess, that we might hit our, with that one field, might hit our 800,000 goal. Okay, set that one off and going. Hopefully it's lined up correctly. And get back over to our harvester that was going with the... Yeah, this field doesn't really have anything in it, and I'm still in the habit of running around them. We'll go over and see how this harvester is doing. I'm guessing that it has finished its work since I have that notification up in the corner of the screen. Appears to be at the other end of the field. Oh, wrong field. This one. Ran over too far. Okay, sorghum. Now, I've got a little weird thing where I've got a small strip of sorghum on the edge of this field, so hopefully it will let me harvest that out without damaging the sunflowers that are in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have far exceeded, I think, our needed total. Because we have now surpassed 74,000 liters in here. Of sorghum, we only needed about 42,000. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and run over here to our silo. And since we've harvested that field, we can get in and take our header with us. And have plenty of room, won't run through a crop that way. Okay, and in it goes, that fast unload. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, yep, there we are. We now have sugar beet and sorghum at or over our $800,000 or $800,000 800,000 liter requirement for the challenge. And so those are now done. Corn is pretty close. We're going to have to plant some more of that. Oat is nearly at 500,000. So soybeans we're harvesting right now. We'll see what that total is at the end. And sunflowers at 360,000. So we still need quite a bit of that. And in fact, well, nope, don't leave your harvester here doing nothing. So now that that is empty, let's see, can I fit through here? Yes, I can. Okay, so we need to. This one's not exactly an easy shape for the harvester either, so we'll do a headland around it before we set the worker off anyway. Let's see, things to update you on. It is, as you can see, January, so happy in-game New Year to everyone. And it is a good New Year for me. If you have seen any of my previous episodes, the last few, you know that I was having some issues with the tax office that was just opened here on Mars, and I am happy to say that in this new year, I no longer have to worry about that. That has been thoroughly dismissed. Of course, they found, they were, because of some large amounts of money that I had been donating, of all things. They had accused me of some possible money laundering, even though there was never any evidence of that. And so, okay, I'll put you on it. Nope. I won't put you on a worker because you want to go diagonal there. So I'll finish this headland. So anyway, that business with the tax man is now settled, and fortunately that tax man has now been transferred back to Earth and has been replaced. So yeah, that is behind us. So now that I am out from under that, I can actually buy things again. Because I was under a restriction where they said at first that I couldn't spend any money at all. And, I did eventually get them to agree to let me buy the things that I would need for the farm, fertilizer and lime and seeds and fuel for my tractors, stuff like that. But I couldn't buy any new machinery or anything like that. So in order to celebrate being free to spend the money as I choose to now, I have purchased something that I probably should have done a long time ago, but especially now that Megan is not here to do some of the work that she had been doing before. I'm finding it a little bit hard to keep up with, and so okay, see if I can do it here. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so I'll get that guy going, and so we'll have that field in progress. So I have made a purchase to hopefully make things a little bit easier for me. Let's see. I need... Okay, I need our big fent here. Because we need to get some crops going in these fields, especially the ones that we harvested the crops out of in the last episode, which, if any of you saw that, you'll know that I am very, very happy that is a bright sunny day, because we did not have that in our last episode. It was because of a Martian weather anomaly. A lot of it was in the dark. Let's see. Yeah, those are open. So I'm going to refill this before I set it off, because we have quite a few fields that are in need today. Well, there we go. Okay, just have to get it in the right place. And we'll close those. Okay, and that is set for oat. I am going to take it off of that. I'm going to save oats for later. And we're going to do sunflowers, because those need a lot of space to grow. Because it is not exactly a prolific crop, and it takes a long time to grow. So we are going to... I'm just going to take this end off, because with this this cedar being so large, I don't want it to come down. You see this building and some trees and stuff that we're headed for here. I don't want it to come down and stop short of that, so I'm going to take this end off. I will put this on a worker, and I'll get it off of this end and then set it down this side over here, and because it's good to start it on this side, because then we don't run the risk of the cedar when it gets over to this side running into those trees. Probably need to be back a little further there. There we go. Get as much width out of that as we can. And set that going. Get out of the way of that. And I think that our harvester that we have put over on this, our red harvester, I think it was, that we put over on this field over here, I think is also finished. Oh, no, it has not. But it is nearly there, so we'll catch up with that and see Okay, it looks like we've got a little bit to do on the end over here. Yeah, we'll have to... get this little bit. I think that was the only one, so... got a couple more finished works, so maybe our other two harvesters are also done. Well, we're getting through the harvesting pretty quick, actually. Okay, and that one is done unloading as well. Let's see, where do we still have fields? Is it only those two small ones? Yeah, because I went in and I have a typical order that I usually harvest these outside perimeter fields with. So, and I went out of order this time, so I'm having to think, wait, where have I or have I not been? This is a small field anyway, so it won't take very long. I'll just go ahead and do this field, and then I'll transfer this harvester over to the last field. I think this near end is the only one that I have to take off for the worker to finish that. Okay, a trip down and one trip back for a little sliver there, and we will be done with this. And I think I'll have to check on those other two harvesters to see that they didn't miss anything on those fields, but that might be... Yeah, I think those are the last ones. So we'll be able to dump once we finish this field and then this last field over there. We will get our totals on empty everything into the silo and get our totals on our soybean. Don't expect it to be too much. These fields are not the most gigantic fields, so. And then the next thing will be to find out if I can squeeze through with my header on here over to that other field, or if I'm going to have to go around. Looks like it'll fit. Yes, it will. Okay. Like I say, I'm just going to take this top end off because we have We have a building obstruction in the way there. Okay, made that to the end. I'll set it on this, go down this edge here, and put that on a worker. And we'll go see how our other workers did over here. This field is in process of being seeded. Okay, did you get everything in this field? No, you did not, so I'll come back with that and clean that up. Yeah, I seem to remember that there was always a little bit left at the end here. Turn a little bit too soon. Little too anxious to get on to show you the new thing that I have bought. Okay, anything else, or is that just shadow that I'm looking at? It's just shadow that I'm looking at, so let's go over. We've got another 40,000 liters in here. So let's go over and get rid of that. And I think we are just about done with our harvesters for today. And in classic fashion, I will not put it away properly. I'll go ahead and run back over here to this other one and see. First, I'll take a look around, make sure. Oh, just a few little. Almost got it all. Yeah, probably not even enough to bother with getting, because it's not going to amount to a whole lot. So, didn't want to get it. Was that something else? Maybe. Okay. Now that I know I can fit through here, I'll take this shortcut. Was that nearly 15,400? Yeah, 15,450 even on the liters on this one. Yeah, this should help out our. This should help out our totals on soybean just a little bit. Probably not nearly enough to finish it off, but every little bit is gonna help on that. Need to get some other tractors and seeders going, I think. Yeah, we'll start here. see, I can't tell where. Can't tell on that cedar. I can't remember if it's the black is open or closed. It's apparently closed. So, yep. Okay. Fill that. Fill that. And go ahead and close them. Okay, and we want sunflowers again. We're going to try and do a big crop of sunflowers and get that number up a little bit closer to being finished. Make sure we get all the way to the edge there. Okay, we got that one going. Next tractor. Okay, JCB. Okay. We'll start this one, I guess, in this field. And we'll make sure we have it on the right crop. And make sure that almost all of our tractors are working here. Go ahead and top this one off too while we're going by here. Okay, I got another finished work notice up there in the corner, so... Oh, I think we have a tractor coming up here to turn around, so we'll back off there and let that have plenty of room. I need to select the right crop on this anyway. Sunflowers, there we go. Looks a little bit foggy off in the distance there. Okay. That should be good and backed up there. And this will put us in the right position. We'll get this one get this one going, and then we'll get out and see how our harvester did here. Got a little bit left at the end. Yeah. Yeah, it always runs into those trees, so... Yeah, I guess that's all of that. So it's over to the silo, and then we'll see where we stand on our soybeans. But we definitely now have 2 of our crops completely finished off in the first month of the new year here. Whoa. Coming down off that field, not quite as smooth as it had been. Okay, another 11,000 liters here. Nearly 12. And see how we are. Okay, so soybeans is now at 313,839. So we're gonna have to go back and do a really big harvest of planting of soybean at some point. We are planting a lot of sunflower. Both of those are down in the 300,000 still. So hopefully with the sunflowers, after we do this next thing, I think I'm going to plant probably most of these fields. I've still got quite a few. I've got a couple of big ones over here. I've got this one that used to be 3 fields, and I joined them together all the way across to the other end. There's also the double one down on the end, down here in this corner. The one over beside the sawmill over there, the created field, and then the big field behind the forest here is also, those are some that got limed. Okay, and you can see, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this trailer. Usually it holds about 8,000 liters of honey, and turn a little bit too soon, get a little too excited about it. Okay, and lately, as I've been picking up honey, it's been shorting me one crate, one pallet. So we're only getting 7,600 liters per load now. And I'll go ahead down, since I have these on this trailer already, I'll take it down here, and then we'll go to the shop and I'll show you our new acquisition. Okay, $24,000 for that. So, okay, well I'm going to leave that tractor right there for right now and just run over here to the shop. Okay, that tractor's in progress of seeding. Let's see, this one, yeah, that one's been harvested, so it needs to be done too. Okay. Okay, look at what we have. We have a big trailer now, and we even have a truck to pull it with. So We are moving up to the big time now. Now, question is, do I have enough room to get my truck in here with all these trees I've put in? There we go. Okay, so that's now connected. And I think, what is it? There's a... Well, I can't remember what it is now, but there's some command to... I believe the sides open on this, or maybe it's just the back door. It's got a... you know, push the X key to open the back door. But it is an auto-loading trailer, and so I am really hoping that it can now sit outside the honey collection point and auto-load, because it's going to have a much bigger capacity than that little trailer we've been using all this time. And it'll make it easier if, like, once per day I have to take this trailer down and sell the honey, rather than you know, 5 or 6 trips that I've been making with the tractor. Okay, so I'm gonna... And I'm gonna... okay, so it's got some in there. Okay, so you know, it's gonna keep adding, you know, a pallet at a time in there. So I think, you know, we can leave that, and we'll see. We'll come back at some point, maybe in the next episode, and, you know, we'll come back and see how much honey has stacked in here, and how much we can actually get in there. So definitely more than what we were getting before. So okay. Yeah, so looks like this guy is just about done with this field here. What about our big one, the first one that I set going? Oh yeah, it's pretty close. Is it gonna... yeah. Yep, we're getting to the end on that, so I will move that to yet another field. We'll see how... we're still doing good on the seed and fertilizer, so I'm going to put it on this one that we just harvested today that got us over our limit on the sorghum. And we're gonna, of course, like I say, we're gonna be planting a big crop of sunflowers. I know it's gonna take a long time to grow, but I do have one field of sunflowers already somewhere. Yes, right here, where we harvested that little bit of sorghum on the outside that somehow got in there. So I've got sunflowers here already. Do they need... Oh, no. It says popped up weed and then went away. So, yeah. As soon as this one finishes, since it's about to finish, we'll move that one too. See how we're doing on seed and fertilizer. Yeah, probably ought to refill it, I guess, before we move it on. Because I think I'm about to put it on that big field down, you see at the end there, where it's white. And that's a triple field. So that's a pretty big field for a small, relatively small seeder anyway. But luckily I do have 4 seeders, so I should be able to get some of this done. And of course we aren't going to fill the seed. I don't plan, of course, on sowing all of these fields today. Really, I was thinking about, I probably won't even do them all in this episode. I'll do some more, and then we'll save some for the next episode as well, because all the ones that I sow here today before I move on to the next day, I also have to get. I also have to go back and roll all of those as well. Okay, get this all the way out to the edge where I missed with the lime. Oh, nope. This one is weird to back up because it's the 4-wheel steering. Okay, there goes that one. This one is done. The double one over here is done. That double one is in progress. This single is still in progress. And this single here is still in progress, nearly done. And then we've got this one that's the double size field. And then I did put lime, of course you can see, in this field. And then we've got our big field back here. And all of those will end up going in sunflowers. And I'm thinking too, probably maybe all of the, I haven't decided, maybe. I think all those outside fields that I added, I'm gonna maybe put those in sunflowers as well. There's a chance that we may do oat, but like I say, I'm not gonna sow any of those until the next episode. So yeah, so like this one here and the one there and the one I started with, and the one that's next to the horse dome over there and everything. So anyway, this has been going for quite a while, so I want to thank all of you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We have completed 2 of our crops now. We're well on our way on some of the others. We do still need to plant some corn at some point. We're very close on that one. I don't think if I planted corn in all these outside fields that I would get enough to finish that off, but I don't know, I may do that. I'll decide before the next episode anyway. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you could help me out by going down below and subscribe, hit the like button and ring the bell if you want to be notified for the rest of my videos. So anyway, I will see you next time. Bye for now.